Railgun. In the last century, experts concluded that the use of gunpowder in arms has reached its limit. Each year weapons were modified to render them more perfect and destructive. However, the velocity of the projectile when using gunpowder is very limited and is not enough for future wars. This conclusion led scientists to the idea that it's necessary to start developing weapons with a fundamentally new working system. That's how railguns came to be. A railgun is an electromagnetic mass accelerator. The projectile is driven by current, and accelerates by moving along two metal electrode rails. The projectile is disruptive not because of the explosive, but because of the high speed of movements and the kinetic energy. This weapon doesn't require a constant source of current to operate either. We won't go into the details of the operation of the weapon, for they are complex and require a greater understanding of physics. Instead, we'll tell me that after over 50 years of experiments and research, railguns have been improved and affected us. Last year the U.S. Navy shared its latest invention during the test. The projectile reached a speed of about 2,500 meters per second. Even though it was fine with only one-third of the gun's power on the battlefield. The railgun is supposed to be used from a distance of about 320 kilometers. Even under such conditions, the projectile in nature finds me to target with incredible precision. There are many advantages to this gunpowder-free weapon. Railguns will put an end to the difficulties of transporting explosives, and at the same time, they'll increase people's safety. Browning M2. The next weapon we're going to see is a large-caliber American machine gun. The motivation for its creation was World War I. And although the Browning M2 machine gun was launched in 1933, it is still used by many armies around the world. It's used in more than 100 countries, including Belgium, Great Britain, South Korea, Finland, Switzerland and the United States. Since its creation, about 3 million of these machine guns have been produced. The reason is the large number of advantages, and the fact that there are many similar products. The Browning McVisor allows the weapon to be used for long-range shooting. In some cases, this machine gun can hit moving targets at a distance of about 2,250 meters. The aerial version of the machine gun fires from 750 to 850 shots per minute. The infantry version, called the N2HV, fires 450 to 600 shots per minute. The initial speed of the bullet is about 890 meters per second. BGM-71. This is an American heavy anti-tank missile system. The BGM-71 TOW system was first introduced in 1970. Back then it was already clear that it was a simple and reliable machine with a design that would allow the system to be perfected over time. It's thanks to these features that the BGM-71 so it's still used today. Since its creation, the BGM-71 SO system has been modified and modernized several times to meet the new needs of the military. Today, it's a bulky machine capable of reaching targets up to 4.5 kilometers away. In the United States, this missile system is the main anti-tank guided weapon. It's also in service in major European countries as well as China, Japan, Canada and some other countries. The missile's flight speed varies between 278 and 320 meters per second. The exact performance depends on each model. There are more than 10 different versions. Some countries are developing their own improvements for the BGM-71, so the key features are effective range, a powerful warhead and an excellent semi-automatic guidance system. Infrared cameras allow missiles to be fired, even at night. Tawarim 2DT. For change, let's talk about Russia's weapons school as a tactical anti-aircraft missile system for all weather conditions. That's all. M2DT system you see on the screen is the version used in the Arctic. The combat vehicle is installed on the DT-30 Trax transporter. Business. Our system was version 2017. The first vehicles were launched in November 2018. The video shows the launch test of Moscow missiles carried out in the Sea of Japan. They were carried out by the Pacific Fleet. Another drill was conducted by the Northern Fleet. Here the tour and TDC performs trial shots in the Novaya Zemlya archipelago. This is the first time that the new missile system performs combat training tasks in the Arctic. That's all, and TDC is designed to protect our borders in extreme weather conditions. Laws. In the conventional sense of the word, a weapon protects or does damage using a high-velocity project, or it can be a cartridge of bullets, a missile, a shell, a grenade, off almost anything. However, it turns out that this has a significant disadvantage. The high cost of projectiles laws is a fundamentally new and modified weapon. The idea of its creation arose relatively recently. The U.S. Navy ordered laws in 2010. The initial standard for laser weapons system, and at the same time sheds light on the essence of the design. It is a directed energy weapon. It uses an infrared beam from a solid-state laser array, whose firing energy can be adjusted. In other words, it's a weapon that doesn't require projectiles. Laws is designed to protect warships from unmanned folks and drones. The laser's able to fly and control systems is also capable of causing physical damage to attackers. Most importantly, each shot cost less than $1. And this is very little by military standards. Mission Master. The main advantage of this robotic complex is its multifunctionality. Mission Master is a transport, combat and exploration system, all at the same time. But don't let its humble dimensions confuse you. While some companies develop bulky destructive equipment, others are working to make it easier for people to perform combat and rescue tasks. One of these companies is Germany-based Rheinmetall Missile Defense, which created Mission Master. In fact, this is a wheeled and remote control platform. At the top there's a large deck to secure the cargo and equipment. The maximum weights this machine can withstand is 600 kilograms. Multifunctionality is possible with the help of removable modules that are installed on the platform. For example, an optical system or a telescopic pole with a camera for real-time observation. It's also possible to install a combat module with a machine gun or grenade launcher. The ground speed is 40 km per hour, and the water speed is 5 km per hour. Bell V280 Vela. Finally, we have an invention that's not a weapon in the traditional sense of the word. The Bell V280 Vela is a converted plane designed for efficient transportation and military and rescue operations. As you can see, the plane has amazing maneuverability, because it combines the best qualities of an airplane and a helicopter. It is currently in development, but it's likely to replace the Black Hawk, the flagship helicopter used by the U.S. Army in the coming years. The Bell V280 Vela takes off at a steep angle and switches from helicopter to airplane mode in the air. It's designed to carry up to 14 people, all carry loads of no more than 10 or 11 times.